Okay, multiplying positive and negative numbers. What we're going to do here is very similar to how we multiply positive numbers. Now what we're going to do is multiply a positive and a negative number. So when we talked about, I'm going to use the number line to do this one. When we talked about multiplying positive numbers, one thing that we looked at was, taking your sets. Well, here, now I'm going to have a set of 0, or taking sets of your distances, right? So when we had positive numbers, we moved, we're using distances to the right. Well, now I have a negative distances, and I have 4 sets of them. So what I'm going to do is set up my number line here, if I have enough room. Let's do it nice and big. Okay, so I have 0 here, -1, -2, -3. And what I'm going to do is represent, see, we need to represent the distance of -3, right? So 4 times -3, means 4 sets of -3. Well, the distance of -3 is from here to here. Not to there, but to there. 0 to -3. But I have 3 sets of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, what we say is like multiply this. I'm going to take this, and then I'm going to add another one, and then another one. And I'm going to do that 4 times. That means a positive 4 times of them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So since I took 4 positive of 3 set of -3, my answer is equal to a -12. All right, so you can see that whenever we take a positive, multiply it by a negative, we're always going to get a negative number. Now let's take a look at a negative and multiply it by a positive. Now, if I want to go back to this same set here, see, this made sense. I had my distance of -3, and I multiplied, and I did 4 positive of them. Here, what I have is, let me erase all this. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll go through this. So here, now what I have is I have a -2 times 5. Well, I don't know what else to do here with this, because I can do the positive set of 5, right? If I was to do a number line, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this makes sense. You can do 5 and 5, but that'd be 2 positive sets. How do you do 2 negative sets? Well, conceptually, that's kind of hard to wrap my head around. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to try to think about this and understand everything. I know that -2 times 5 is the same thing as 5 times -2, right? Rather than saying -2 sets of positive 5, let's say 5 positive sets of -2. I can do that. So now I'm going to have to go in this negative direction, -1, -2, -3. So now what I'm doing is I'm saying 5 sets of -2. Well, that's 1 set, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each one of these distances is -2. I did 5 positive sets of them, and therefore I equal -5 times, or -2 times 5 equals -10. And remember, by using the commutative property, we can just say that those are equal to each other, or 5 times -2 equals 10, or equals -10. So it's going to be the exact same thing. So if you are provided negative and positive numbers, just remember, it doesn't matter if you're going positive to negative or negative to positive. Positive to negative is always going to be a negative. And if you're going negative to positive, rewrite it as a positive to negative. But either way, you're always going to have that negative solution.